Hey y'all, it's Menu Monday time and it's a full show. Got a lot of stuff. There are a lot of people who talk about things going on as far as the tiny home community. There are a lot of conventions coming to the Wilson County Ag Center is always having the tiny home shows and the fairgrounds also. The National Fairgrounds had a tiny home show this year. But a lot of people are asking questions about, well, couldn't I get and turn and convert one of these portable buildings into a living structure? Well, there's some answers about that. If you're in the state of Tennessee and living in outbuildings and turning them into other things for living, well, here are the codes and here are the rules as far as if you are a Middle Tennessee resident.
This is a house. This is a tiny house. And this is a ready removable. We want you to know the difference. What's a ready removable? State law defines a ready removable as a structure without any foundation, footings, or other support mechanisms that allow a structure to be easily relocated, but which may include electrical wiring. It is against state law to modify ready removable structures for use as a residence. What can go inside a ready removable? Lawnmowers, shovels, toy trains, power tools, and any other thing that can be stored in a shed. You can have electricity in a ready removable, but you can't sleep there. You can work in a ready removable, but you can't sleep there. If you have questions or complaints about ready removables, contact us today.
Did you know any of that? I did not know. I didn't know that you could put a ready removable and not turn it into an Airbnb kind of a place to stay if somebody came through or what. I did not know those rules and regulations, but tn.gov has all that information. Thank you to the Department of Commerce and Insurance and the videos that they do to kind of let us know, because the tiny home movement and homesteading, it's all around it. And that's from the state of Tennessee. Those are the rules if you live in Tennessee. Now, if you're watching somewhere else, got to check it out in your own place, but ours is tn.gov. Tell you who has all the rules of creating a good livable space. And that's my friends at Mid-South.
Hi, I'm Brenda Fielder. At Mid-South Exteriors, our custom sunrooms bring the sunshine in without all the heat and the bugs. And they keep you warm all winter while you enjoy the outdoors all year round. They add real value because we build them like your house to match your house. Or let us save you energy by replacing your windows and old siding. And because we have no retail overhead, we come to you and sell direct to you for less. Call us at 833-8003 or visit us at MidSouthExteriors.com.
I love what they're doing at the Nashville Zoo right now. There's so many great new babies being born. They've actually got a veterinary center where you can go see some of the new zoo babies. Well, if you want to do something really yummy, how about going to Eagleville? Tammi Arender from RFD Television covered a brand new coffee house with some yummies, and it has to do with country music. Craig Campbell and Tammi Arender, take it away.
Well, there's a new Java joint in rural Tennessee, and while it's off the beaten path, its menu and music have helped it become quite the destination. In this rural road tripping segment, I take you to the Grindstone Cowboy.
Eagleville, Tennessee is a small town about 45
45 minutes southeast of Nashville. And when I say small, I'm talking about 800 residents, give or take. But one of those residents is country crooner Craig Campbell. He still sings and performs, but he's also entered into small-town politics.
So I ran for city council and won. So now I'm currently the city councilman for Eagleville, Tennessee.
And one of those businesses on the main drag of this map dot is his, Grindstone Cowboy.
It is a coffee shop, it is a cafe, it is a music venue. A little dream of ours we've had for a few years, and we finally was able to make that dream come true almost a year ago, and we are enjoying ourselves.
While it's a dream come true, Craig's wife Mindy didn't share that dream from the outset. But after meeting the criteria of being close to their house and a building they owned, she quickly climbed on board.
I thought he was crazy. I said, no, I don't want to do this. I was already employed. I have been self-employed before, and I just didn't want to do it again. But I did tell him, I said, you find a location in Eagleville, you find it half a mile away from my house, has to have a drive-through, and we have to own the building. And I said, you give me those, and I said, I'm in.
Once this building became available, they went to work on renovating, and Mindy set her mind to designing the cowboy decor.
I just grew up in the mountains, and so it was very rustic cowboy. My dad was a cowboy, wore a cowboy hat every day. So I grew up doing rodeos, county fairs, all that kind of thing. So I just had that look and feel in my heart my whole life.
And there's a small stage in the corner for a musical guest. Craig has had nearly a dozen songs on the country charts, and his latest song is all about tractors, a song written by friend Walker Hayes.
Singing you tractor song.
He hit the nail on the head with where I am in my life, my career, my family, everything. It just, the words they just spoke very loudly to me.
Rural road tripping in Eagleville, Tennessee. I'm Tammi Arender for RFD-TV. Grindstone Cowboy is open 6 days a week, but not for supper. They close at 4 p.m. most days unless they have a scheduled musical guest in the evenings. You can check out their website or Facebook page for that performance schedule.
Tammi lets us use her pieces that she runs on Market Day Report. RFD-TV is her home, and that's where you can find her. And she's also covering a lot of the coverage of the tornadoes that went through Mississippi. And Mercy Chefs has been in the Mississippi tornadoes, and they've also been in the Arkansas tornado touchdowns, and just wherever their disaster strikes. We'll find out a story about them and what they're doing coming up in our motivation moment. But first, we are going to talk about the sounds.
You can't see the sights without the sounds. From the crack of the bat to the roar of the crowd and everything in between, discover what Hit City has to offer. Spend your nights cheering on the Nashville Sounds at First Horizon Park with giveaways, fireworks shows, theme weekends, and more. Single game tickets are on sale now. Visit NashvilleSounds.com to claim your seat today.
And we are on hand on the Home Stand Sundays, Main Street Media Days. We love to have you guys there. Make sure you look. I know that Stephanie Miller throwing out that first pitch. She's a rock star, and she does mornings on Main Street here on our show every single day. And I am so thrilled that she's part of our company. She's also host of This Week in Clarksville. If you are 50 and over, you need to know about 50 Forward. They are fantastic. There's centers all around Middle Tennessee for people my age and older that you can just join in and do all sorts of fun things, but you can also be part of a research program at the National Institute of Health.
All across the country, people are coming together to speed up what we can learn about health. The All of Us Research Program is calling on 1 million people to join us as we try to change the future of health. For your family, for future generations, for all of us. Visit joinallofus.org and find out how you can become 1 in a million.
50 Forward and joinallofus.org/50forward. Bring us our daily giggle. And this is, I love this. It's two kids, and it's one of those martial arts competitions. And I'm the kid who goes, you know what? I just don't want it as much as you. Here, take a look. Did you get that? Take a look. The kid gets one kick. It's like, okay, I'm done. I give up. You want it more than I do. You win. Oh my goodness. TPAC has got a great slate of new season shows for us. Do you have tickets? Even single shows? Which is your favorite?
The best of Broadway returns. Hadestown, 6. Disney's Aladdin, Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird, Ain't Too Proud, Pretty Woman, 1776, and the return of Hamilton. 7 Nashville premieres, 1 unforgettable Broadway season. HCA Healthcare, TriStar Health, Broadway at TPAC.
I love when students in Williamson County get to really focus on what they do best.
About a thing, because every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry.
We came into Claiborne Hughes to kind of just put on a show and connect with the residents.
Today we have students going to be playing the piano and doing music.
From what I gathered, a lot of them were really excited by the music, and a lot of them really liked it. And I'm really glad we were able to play music for some people who want to hear music, and for some people who maybe don't get to go to concerts anymore.
I like getting out into the community and performing just because I like connecting with people through music.
Because they don't have very much interaction with the outside. A lot of them don't even have families that come in. So the interaction with the kids coming in and getting to interact with them, that's about the most they get.
We were playing a little bit of rock, a little bit of reggae, a little bit of soul blues music, a little bit of pop music from old school pop.
It's always important to both connect and communicate with people through music because, especially for me personally, music is a lot how I express myself, and I know a lot of people share that. So being able to share with the people that you're around in the sense of music is a really amazing thing to be able to do.
Love is all that I can give to you.
I think music is one of the most powerful tools that we as humans have at our disposal. We use it to tell stories, we use it to connect, and no matter what language a song is in, you can still feel something. And music, I think, it brings us together and it helps form those communities.
Y'all, that made me cry. I just thought how sweet to bring those generations together and these amazingly talented kids, the Renaissance students, sharing music in Williamson County with some people in the assisted living facility. It's just incredible. You can talk about the younger generation, you could talk about the older generation, but truthfully, people is people. People is people, and music is the great connector. And thank you to those beautiful children sharing their gift. Gallatin's talking about sharing the gift. I had a group of people, citizens, they did a county-wide cleanup recently, and we'd love to share that with you now.
We're here at Gallatin Public Works to sponsor the community cleanup. So we brought breakfast and we're really excited to be involved today.
And we appreciate y'all coming out this morning and helping beautify Sumner County. Last year, we were tickled to death to have the 300 plus, and we have closer to 400 signed up as of today and across the county. So we're just very excited, and just, that's what makes our community so special.
I know people are frustrated with the litter in our community. Everybody hates it, I guess, except those who litter. But, here's an effort to get it cleaned up, and that so many people cared enough to turn out really, means a lot to all of us, I think.
I think it's one of the worst sights I've seen yet.
This is where we live.
Exactly. You're in a watershed basin here as well. Anything that goes on the ground eventually is going to lead towards our water stream. You drink there, you have your recreation opportunities there, you fish there, you swim there. Why throw trash on the ground?
And it's just important for us to be aware and take pride in our community and keep everything nice and neat. I mean, I was telling a group the other day, I said, we're better than this. We need to be aware and take pride in our community.
It's really sad. I mean, I don't know how someone can just not care, they just throw it away whenever.
And you can't just stop your car and pick it up whenever you want to. So this is a great chance to be able to help out and do something about it.
Nobody trashes Tennessee.
I love how the city of Gallatin, out of all of Sumner County, the city of Gallatin has really wrapped around taking care of the water supply that they know that so many of us use and call upon. And they're just incredible. I remember the story back when COVID started. We didn't know what was going on. We didn't know if any of our water systems were in danger, but they had people who stood were at the water processing plant right there in Gallatin and stayed there 24/7 to make sure that security was taken care of and they didn't have to worry about anything and that we all had clean water. And the city of Gallatin continues to do that just by keeping everything clean, watching stormwater drainage and making sure that everything is working as it should, making sure that all the grates and places where the water goes is taken care of, and to educate all of us. I mean, I had no idea about stormwater drainage, and I learned just by going to the City of Gallatin's page and on YouTube and finding out a little bit about what they're doing. I don't know any other part of our cities of Middle Tennessee that's doing quite what they're doing in Gallatin. Well, it's the time of our show when we do a motivation moment. A lot of people don't realize when you have a national charity like Mercy Chefs that they might have originated in New Orleans. They might have originated through another area. But we have a hub right here in Middle Tennessee. It's located in Brentwood. And whenever a disaster strikes, they are there.
Hey, it's Gary LeBlanc with Mercy Chefs. I'm here in Little Rock, Arkansas. We're serving in the aftermath of a tornado that tore through the city. The tornado was on the ground for about 30 miles, and here in places it was over a mile wide. They say this is the worst tornado to hit Little Rock since 1999. The damage has been just unbelievable. Homes down, cars tossed around, trees broken off. Fortunately, there was a great loss of life with this storm and the others in the area. So Mercy Chefs is here serving in Arkansas, where we're still serving in Rolling Fork, Mississippi. Just want to thank you for being a part of Mercy Chefs as we come and serve folks that have had a horrible day, that are experiencing great loss and damage. And we're here just to provide a little bit of hope in the form of a meal. Continue to pray for the people here in Little Rock and across the region.
Mercy Chefs, Gary LeBlanc, I love you. My New Orleans brother, I love him so much, and I love what he does. I love what he stands for. And if you'd like to volunteer, whether it be for Arkansas, they are on the boots on the ground in Mississippi. They're everywhere disaster strikes. Mercy Chefs goes to take hot meals to people. And if you'd like to volunteer, I'm sure they'll always need volunteer, and they always need money. feeding people. It's expensive, and it's a very, very amazing work that they do. Well, let's head to Murfreesboro now and head to hear about some students doing some wonderful things at MTSU.
Around 170 MTSU students took part in last week's annual Scholars Research Exposition, sharing their projects with faculty and peers that span from the domains of science to visual arts, language, engineering, music, and beyond.
I am representing parts of the scriptures through my work, so much of it is rooted in faith. I feel like many of us undergraduate students feel like most of research is focused on STEM and art sciences, and it was very encouraging to see that you can do research in more subjective fields. It may just look a little different. I believe Scholars Week is a very unique opportunity to meet people. I just met a business owner who said they will want to keep in touch, so it's very tangible.
We wanted to see how affected our school professionals were by the misconceptions and myths surrounding dyslexia. One day I hope to maybe be a PhD professor or academic professor, and I think that doing research is a big part of being a professor. How are you? So I think doing it now in undergrad gives you the opportunity to build your oral presentation skills, build your research skills, your critical thinking. There are a lot of benefits to doing research in undergrad, and I'm just thankful that MTSU gave me that opportunity.
It's just asking the questions about language, what language is, what is its nature, what do we use it for, is it innate in us or is it something that we taught ourselves? For a student like me, I couldn't be able to afford school without having programs like these, and it was also encouraging to think outside the box, think outside of your classes and do something that, I think whether it's something about genetics or something about writing a song or philosophy, I think all of it's creative work when you get here, and I think that's really, really valuable for students. Keep the academic integrity, but also keep the creative aspect alive too. For grad school, it's helped me just figure out what a long form project would be and not just a short essay form. Also the struggles of talking to other students and faculty members when you have an idea that's outside of the curriculum. There's disagreement there, but there needs to be some means for some mutual comprehension and criticism of each other if we're going to move forward in pursuits of knowledge.
My professor, Odie Blackman, suggested me to perform at the event, and I said yes. Well, for musicians, it's great for self-expression, but also learning self-confidence on stage has been a huge part of performing for me.
For more on this story and other MTSU news, visit mtsunews.com.
That video provided by MTSU News. Those are student-done production. Those news stories are done. And year after year after year, and for years, Middle Tennessee State University is considered the best value for educational dollar around. I just love what they do. I have some friends. I would love me some Odie Blackman, who is the songwriting department head over there and teacher, and their recording studio classes are amazing. I've always had great interns that come out of the MTSU staff. It's just a wonderful place to go to school. Well, since we've got so many good things going on, let's go over to Rutherford County Television and see what's happening.
Anthony Tuggle, Rutherford County Extension Director with the University of Tennessee and Tennessee State University. Ag Extension does outreach education for the community. The premise of our office is really to help Rutherford County help themselves, and we do those by delivering research-based education to the community. We offer a lot of different educational programs. We do programs in 4-H, family consumer sciences, agriculture, community economic development. A typical day in the life of an extension agent varies. Our 4-H agents visit a lot of our schools, whether they're city or county schools. We are in 17 city and county schools where we have 145 4-H clubs, so they go in and deliver educational program to over 4,000 students in Rutherford County. And not only that, they are involved in a lot of school enrichment type education program, cooking education program, livestock program, as well as archery and rifle and some of those education programs. So that was different for some of our family consumer science agents, where they were actually out at nursing homes, they're out at the jail, in a lot of different arenas in our county, deliver education program to our constituents. And the ag agent would typically be out on a farm, whether they're growing livestock, whether they're growing gardens, whether they are producing some other type of commodity. And also they are answer a lot of questions to solve some of those problems, where they deal with insect disease and some of those type of issues. And we also deal with programs that also try to benefit our producers or families, farm families, in making them more profitable. We are very fortunate that the county provide us with, I like to say, the state-of-art facilities. Basically, we have an auditorium that can seat over 250 people. Also, our community center, the same people hold our farmers market, can seat over 500 to 1,000. We also have a livestock barn. These facilities here at Lang Agri Park can be rented for a nominal fee. I would say I'm passionate about helping people. Every day it's going to be different, but I know the overall outcome, I'm going to be helping someone. My staff may come in, they may had a rewarding program. They may want to share how they benefit or help someone in the community, and they just so excited about it. To hear those stories about how we've helped someone in the community, and it's always something new every day.
A big thank you to Rutherford County Television. You can follow Rutherford County Television, keeping you with spotlights on the community like that on their YouTube channel. And thank you so much for all they do for the community. And for our UT Extension officers, I just love that every county has a UT Extension office. And they do, like you said, everything from helping you with livestock and gardens to, if you go to a farmer's market here, and they might have some beautiful vegetables like tomatoes, but you can't use up all the tomatoes in time to use them all fresh, and you want to find a way to preserve them. Your UT Extension office in your county has canning instructions. They have classes, and most of their things are free. Maybe you want to put up a fence, and you didn't realize there are grant dollars available for you to do that. Your UT Extension service is a wealth of information. Most of it is free, and I didn't even realize that they have offices and they have facilities that you can use as well for nominal fees. Well, that's our show for today. Happy Menu Monday to you. Keep following us on our app. Sometimes, in social media, we get the word out, but if you want to follow or see any show that we have done in the past, you can always go to our app, and everything is archived there. For Main Street Media Television TV, Main Street Media Television. It's an app. It's free. You can find us there. Be safe, everybody. Be kind, and remember, most of all, you are loved. Have a great rest of your day and a good week.
We are home. We are family. We are things to do and places to see. Mom and pops, local grown, small business Saturdays. We are Main Street, Main Street, Main Street. We are your Main Street today.